What is going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. As you guys can see up on the screen today, I wanted to talk about Clover Health Investments Corp. This stock went absolutely crazy today, up around 32%, up $2.92 on the day, starting at around $9.50 and closing right around $12. But then after hours, still continue to rip up and up, sitting at right around $13 now, which, maybe that means we're headed into the start of another great day for it tomorrow. Maybe it's the start of a great week for it, or maybe the months ahead are going to be looking really, really good. But in this video today, we're going to be talking about just why it ripped. Why is this stock exploding right now? Why are so many people talking about it all over social media and Reddit and Wall Street Bets and all this craziness, and what we think the future maybe has in store for it. Where could this stock go, and whether or not we think it's something that we maybe want to be interested in the next couple of weeks, months, whatever, or if we're just staying away from it entirely. But definitely do drop a like on this video. I would appreciate it so much. It definitely helps me out with the YouTube algorithm a ton, and subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. So with Clover Health, again, ticker symbol CLOV. When we take a look at like the last year for this stock, it had some crazy run-ups previously. Year to date, it was sitting at right around like $10. We saw a crazy rip up to $17 in December of 2020, but since then it sold off a lot, as a lot of these very volatile stocks have really crashed since like December, January, even February. March, April, May were not as kind to them, and Clover Health was no stranger to that group, as it hit bottoms around $7 in March, from the beginning to the end of March. But again, today it started ripping up, and out of nowhere, a 32% day, which is absolutely massive. And when we take a look at what some people are saying, because obviously there was a lot of articles about Clove today, there was a lot of people talking about it. It has been a very popular stock, getting pumped and talked about by guys like Chamath and everything. It has on a lot of people's radars, and obviously a lot of people made some money on the way up, and a lot of people lost money on the way down. So people have some very strong thoughts and feelings on Clove, and have a lot of ideas of what they think is going to happen for it next, whether it's a scam, whether they're staying away from it, whether they think it's going to go crazy, and they're putting tons and tons of money into it. So obviously Clover Health is a healthcare company that offers Medicare Advantage plans. Shares of Clove stock are seeing heavy trading today as investors buy up shares. It says here that the volume was around double today what we'd see on a typical day for Clove. But the big thing here is that there was no recent news from the company that would explain the recent interest from Reddit traders. But one theory kind of going on in one post I did see from Reddit was people talking about how this is their first post here, but what do you think of this guy? What do you think of this opportunity that Clove now has the highest short interest on the market? I don't know the exact numbers. I can't remember if it was around 20 or like 30%, something like that. But obviously Clove is being shorted a lot. And right now, when you have stuff like GameStop and AMC and BlackBerry, Nokia, and things like that going crazy, and everyone's talking about short squeezes, and everyone's talking about short interest, and everyone's looking to those stocks like GME and AMC and all that. But also, some people feel like that ship's already sailed. People want to find the next one. People want to find the next big meme to be a part of, and start to like build hype and community around, but also a way to make a ton of money. Because when AMC is already up hundreds and hundreds of percentages, maybe it's going to go up hundreds and hundred percentages more. But maybe, just like GME ripped and then AMC ripped, maybe there's going to be something after AMC. And it seems like a lot of people are thinking more and more that it might be Clover Health. Now, obviously, this can be a good and a bad thing. To get a community surrounding it, to get Wall Street Bets talking about it, to get Twitter talking about it, to get it all over social media is a great thing. But in a lot of ways, this does lack like fundamentals and typical things that you'd want to see for a stock to be rising up. So that can make it very risky. That can see a ton of increased volatility, which we've seen with GME, we've seen with AMC, we've seen them have the 100% days and 100% like couple of hours, which has been absolutely insane. But depending on when you got in on GME, depending on when you got in on AMC, you're either up tons right now, or you could easily be down tons as well. And nobody really knows exactly how to value a lot of these stocks, a lot of these companies. And it can, again, lead to great gains, but also great kind of downfalls as well. But again, like this article says and said, it does look like the meme stock rally has caught this stock and is now behind it in the positive movement today. And there's no surprise at all, because retail traders have been rallying around stocks for over a week now. And that does not appear to be slowing down. And I think that is the big thing here, that yes, Clove did absolutely rip today, but it ripped on a day where AMC was also up like 15, 16, 17%. GME was also up. And I do think that if those stocks were down, it would be an environment where it would be a lot more difficult for a stock like Clove to gain all this steam and to even keep any of this momentum going. So I think the rest of the week, the next couple of months, depending on how a lot of these other, short squeeze stocks or meme stocks or whatever, how they play out, it is going to have a lot of direct impact on Clove, because again, there's no new recent news. There's nothing, there's no reason today that Clove should have been any more valuable or any more highly sought after, or that the volume should have been increased any more than any other day. And that is something very, very interesting going on. But obviously, again, just the fact that it's up huge, the fact that people are talking about it, the fact that people are saying, all the different possibilities, and that people are saying maybe it's potentially overshorted, is going to get a lot of people excited. And when we talk about what is going on with this company, actually, so their first quarter 2021 earnings were not good enough to offset short sellers betting against the stock. This is all according to Motley Fool. After it was noted earlier this year that the Medicare insurance technologist is under federal investigation for how it compensates physicians using its software. So that's leading to a lot of short interest, a lot of shorts entering the market. But like they said, it's not all bad news. The company said revenue is up 21% year over year in quarter one for a record $200 million. So again, maybe there is some justification for some of this upward movement we're seeing. Maybe the recent downtrend it's been in, it has the company a little bit overvalued. Obviously, every company, every stock is going to hit, some resistance. It's going to find a floor, and you're going to be able to start seeing a turnaround in that momentum for the stock. And again, when we take a look at the graph and everything, Clove, in the last couple of months, it has seen a big downtrend from its highs in December. So, things were bound to turn around eventually, especially when the company is reporting better and better numbers. And like Motley Fool says, Clover is not in a dire situation. The company was nearing break even when it was in the process of completing its go public proceedings, backed by Chamath. It had over $720 million in cash and equivalents and no debt on its books at the end of March. So there is a lot of good news going on for Clove. It doesn't seem like a stock that's going to be going bankrupt anytime soon. It's going to be going out of business. It doesn't seem like, that there's just nothing here at all. There is some fundamentals. There is some increase in revenue. There is some good things going on. That doesn't mean it can't be overvalued, and that doesn't mean it's not just getting caught up in the meme stock craze. But that is kind of what's going on with Clove. As far as what people think where it's gonna go, what's next for it, we know that $17, $18 is possible. So could we see a rip where this absolutely continues as long as AMC continues to rise up and up, and a lot of these meme stocks are not burning people and they're actually making people a lot of money to then put in to other meme stocks like Clove or whatever your favorite one is? I definitely think we can continue to see this run up and up. But again, not financial advice, not anything like that, not telling you to put your life savings into CLOV, but just kind of letting you guys know about the news, the stories, and everything that's going on right now in the financial world, and why Clover Health was up so big today. But that is pretty much everything for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. What do you think about CLOV? Are you interested? Are you buying in? Are you staying away from it? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Also, subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.